Woo, Ryan, guess what? It's show number 100.
To be good, I'll make that kitty quiver. Just saying. Check this out.
Yeah, Steve, let's see your wiener.
Bless.
When you take your shirt off, does it match your chest hair?
You okay, Ryan?
It's a great start. So, even though you're a goddamn idiot, it's.
It says, "You suck. What time is this over?"
Between the chest hair and the "you're a goddamn idiot," you suck. It is a great intro. Good job.
What time is this over? You suck. All right. You suck. What time is this over? All right, everybody. It is Thursday night. It is another edition of Thursday Night BBQ Chat. And I'm Steve Kress. I am with Thursday Night BBQ Chat. And during the week, you can find me working the lovely store Wanamakers over there in downtown Downers Grove, Illinois. And the man sitting next to me, as always, except for in 2 weeks, the one, the only. You know, I do have to kind of say, Ryan, in this kind of light, the way you're sitting like that, the way you had your head down, it almost looked like your hair slid down because it's like your beard patch was almost the exact same size as the bald spot I could see. But anyway, the chairman of the board,
all right,
Barbecue Black Suit and Beer.
To start off the show. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate that.
Mr. Ryan Hoagland.
Wow. Oh, well. Anyways,
well,
guys,
I mean, at least I didn't say anything about your shirt. I know you're trying really hard to get your little whitey-tighty shirt up there and not to be seen, but so I went right to the.
Is that better?
I'm just not. There's Greg Schneider. Hey, Greg. Greg's on the show.
Guys, anyways, welcome to Thursday Night BBQ Chat. We're in for another treat.
Another treat. Always another treat. I'm going to tell you a little story, Ryan. I'm going to tell you a little story, and we're going to go back, way back. We're going to go back to 2021. I was sitting over there in Hammond, Louisiana, volunteering, and I was looking for guests at that time for live for the barbecue department at Wanamakers. And I thought, well, you know what? I am going to take a shot. I am going to send a message to Heath Riles and see if he responds to me and see if he will be on the show. And holy bajunkin, I almost fell out of my seat because guess what? He said yes. And I was like, holy cow, now what do I do? I got Heath Riles on the show. What do I say? So anyway, here we are 5 years later, and the man has won umpteen quadrillion world titles since then. He's the back-to-back world champion, grand champion at Memphis in May, which hasn't been done in probably I can't remember, 47 years or whatever. Unfortunately, I was alive when it still happened. Ryan, you were probably just born. But anyway, and I hate to say it, I want to say hate to say it, but the man is still as nice and as humble and everything as he was that day. Success has not destroyed this man. And I appreciate him for that because there's some people, they would be their heads would be in the clouds, but this man is firmly planted on the ground.
And so you said 5 years ago you reached out and you were volunteering. Was that for OBR?
That was with Operation Barbecue Relief. Yeah, we were in Hammond, Louisiana volunteering. And if that's what you're alluding to, Ryan, yes, I was in Cherville this past Tuesday volunteering, making food for people in Cherville. The tornadoes that struck here are over a week ago, and a lot of them are still without power. So they are from talking to I have not done the food line in a really long time. Because you get a lot of thank yous and you get a lot of faces and a lot of this, and it's a very emotional thing to actually hand out the food. And so I haven't done it in a while, and you got to talk to a lot of the people. They're being told, some of them are being told that they may not get power back till Sunday. So that's almost like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks with no power. Can you imagine?
That is pretty crazy. And if you're looking to volunteer, I put the donation out there more, but you can go volunteer. And I would just like to let you know, Steve, that I myself will be in Cherville on Sunday.
You know what the best part about you being in Cherville on Sunday is? You're probably going to get to do some of my favorite things, and that is you get to clean up. Because as far as I know, they're leaving on Sunday, so you'll get to make food, and then you'll probably get to hand out food, and then you'll get to clean up. I really don't like to clean up. So I usually don't stay to clean up. I only did it once.
That's why you don't go out the last day.
Yeah, I don't go to the last day because I don't want to clean up. Anyway, let's go. Heath is sitting down there. Everybody, Heath Riles is here tonight. I am all super excited because we got a bunch of things to talk about. So let's get that tape rolling. Let's go, Ryan. Let's get this in here. You got it. You can play my video. Oh, you know what, Ryan? Did you pull my video down? Did you see my doing the rub thing on my Facebook? I made it just for you.
Did you want me to? Did you upload it here?
I didn't upload it here because I don't know how to do that really well, but I figured you could search. It's either on Instagram or Facebook. I got a couple of them. But anyway, Heath, welcome again to the big show, the greatest show nobody watches, and you are on again. Thank you so much for coming on. I know you've been busy because I've been watching you all over. You've been everywhere.
Man, I appreciate y'all for having me on.
We appreciate you being here.
Yeah, we probably appreciate you.
Jamie Cooley comes in here and says Heath is good, down to earth guy.
Yeah,
he is down to earth, and I meant everything I said in that, dude. I mean, since that day in Hammond, I mean, you've been rib champion at Memphis in May, like four of the last 5 years, whatever that is. You're back-to-back grand champion. I mean, you've had huge success with this and that, and you still make time for folks like me and Ryan.
I'm no special. Ain't nothing special about me. I still put on my pants the same way you do every day.
See?
Still have to get up and go to work.
You jump in both legs at one time?
No, I'm not. I'm not that young anymore. I got to do it one leg at a time.
Can't do it either.
Hell, I can't see it unless I got glasses on now. So if I go to jump in it with both legs, I'll probably break my neck.
Almost as bad as putting on a pair of boxers and getting your pinky toe stuck and you can't pull them up.
That's right. That is exactly right.
All right.
Is that how we're starting the show? Is that how we're starting the show off, Ryan? All the great barbecue thing we're talking about, get your pinky toe stuck into my anyway. So,
pinky toe.
All right, Heath. Last year we talked about you going in. Obviously, you had one ribs, and then you wanted to, how you went into. How did you go into this one now? I mean, you were defending grand champion. How did you go into this one? I mean, did you feel pressure this time? Or were you like, I'm the grand champion. I gotta, everybody's going to be gunning for me.
I don't want to say it was a lot of I guess I will say it was a lot of pressure, trying to defend a title. There's never been a back-to-back champion. And I really didn't realize that till about 2 weeks out. It may have been 3 weeks out when it got mentioned to me. I honestly thought it had been done before. And, I don't know. I was like, well, this is a big long shot, but I mean, the team just clicked and, we run like a spreadsheet and everybody knows what's going on. We have a team phone call before, everybody kind of just works together so much. I couldn't make a turn for something somebody had it in my hand. And, everybody knew what I was going to be doing next. So they had it ready to go. And after a while, I mean, we've done this 4 times now, winning first place rib, right? It's gotten better every year, our processes. We hadn't changed our cooking techniques or style or flavors or anything at all. And I think that's what's kept us consistent, because at the end of the day, a lot of people use our products and use a lot of other great products out there that other people manufacture. And I think it's a tenderness game at the end of the day. And I think I've just developed a process of how I cook my ribs and how I hold them, and then how I glaze them, I think it's just all those steps are very important in being consistent. And so far, it's worked. And I'm not going to change a thing when I go back this year and try to do our best again.
I hate to tell everybody that's how I got Heath onto the show, because I know barbecue people are superstitious, and he was on last year before he won. And I told him, I said, you can't break superstition. So can't tempt fate. But anyway, but you don't have a lot of turnover in your team, do you? I mean, is your team? I mean, no. You basically have the exact same team for all of the ribs and the grands.
Yes, there's probably been 1 or 2 people added every year. It's probably gotten 1 or 2 people bigger. Last year, Mitchell was not able to make it, but he'll be there this year. He's going to the Jack with us. So I can't remember if somebody else missed or not. But for the most part, everybody was there. We rent a couple Airbnbs, and it's really kind of make it a a barbecue family type deal. You know what I mean? We buy food to all eat there and all that kind of stuff, and just the laughter and the camaraderie. I mean, I think all that goes a long way. And we have such a great group of people that I don't know. There's not a cross word said. I mean, besides just fun picking at people, each other. I mean, like, and you usually don't have that on barbecue teams. It's usually somebody drunk and acting a fool, or getting into it with another member or something like that. And we've been so fortunate on our team nowadays that kind of stuff don't happen. We all leave the park like really early and leave. I mean, I think that's been a key to my success too. I don't stay around on Friday night. By 6:30, I'm leaving. I watched a lot of the older guys do that, like Pat Burke and Myron and Tuffy and them. And I was like, you know what? It's time to go home. And I started that years ago. And I believe that's one of those superstitions. You just got to get out of that park, go get a good night's sleep, and come back ready for battle.
Yeah, I could see that, because I think you mentioned last year when you were. I mean, you said you get back there around 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, right? I mean, if these guys are staying out till 10, 11, whatever o'clock, doing their party and doing their thing. I mean, I don't know what time they get up, but I mean, you can't be looking at like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning and be in any kind of condition to,
I have one guy, usually one guy and his son, one of my friends has been with me, it grew up around me a long time, and he stays there overnight. And whatever needs to be moved for that day of judging or whatever, he moves all those tables out of the way and kind of puts up a tent wall and lays out the tables for the next morning. And then I'll call him when I leave home. It takes me about 30 minutes to get there with traffic in the morning times. And because I go all the way back home. And I tell him to go ahead and take the ribs out of the cooler. I just shoot him a text now. I say, take the ribs out and lay them out. And he lays them out and lets them start sweating until I get there. And then I immediately, when I get out of the truck, I light the fire. The charcoal's already loaded in it, everything. I light it and start seasoning ribs. And after 45 minutes, the ribs go on. Pit's up to temp and it's burning and the ribs go on. I want them on that fast.
I know Steve threw it out that, he was lucky enough to be alive during the last time that the back-to-back champions. I had to look it up, Steve. I was alive too. That's what you
really? Were you like
1984?
Mm-hmm. 83 and 84 was a back-to-back champion of John Willingham. And then somebody else had won it back-to-back in 81 and 82.
Oh.
So 2 winners in 4 years.
Well, so I mean, we don't want to say anything about being the first to,
Be like the Bulls.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only been one other team win it 3 times, and that's the Shed. And then I think Myron and Chris is tied at 5 apiece. So, and there's several people at 2, and then several people at 1 win. And I'm just consider myself very blessed to even be in the conversation.
Dude, I couldn't believe it. It was funny because I didn't get to watch the awards, and we were over at Trisha's sister's house when I was flipping through later in the evening to look at it. And of course, I think I had a couple glasses of wine, so I was. But I mean, I am like screaming, like, "Oh my god!" And then they thought something like really bad happened. Like, what happened? What's wrong? What's wrong? And like, Heath just won back-to-back cringe, and of course, they're not in the barbecue bubble, so they really don't. Yeah, Trisha kind of has a little bit of an idea, but they don't know who I'm even talking about. And I'm like, oh my god, that's I'm just like going on and on, like the Beatles had just landed in New York City. You know what I mean? It's such an amazing. Yeah. Well, but I mean, because something hasn't happened, and it happened to somebody that I know and that I really like, and it was like, wow, this is like amazing. So
well, we knew that we had a good rib that morning when I done the blind box and started the prelims, and ribs are the first thing out of the gate, so that's the first kind of finals to come out, right? So you don't even know who's in pulled pork or shoulder or hog when we get our sign. So after I've done, I think I find out who's in shoulder finals before I do my first or my finals judging. I think that's what it was. And then I didn't find out who made hog until after I had finished. Just because I was the second team out of the gate on that finals judging. So it was. I knew I had my hands full with whole hog though, because the guy that had won first place when I won first place in Grand the year before was back in finals, and he is due to win Memphis in May. Craig Wilkerson, Will BQ. He's a great gentleman, been around a long time. Cooked back in the day, around Myron and them. So it's not like he does not know what he's doing. And he's got his sons involved and some other guys, and they have a great team. So I never want to say that I was going to win that thing again. It was a total shock. I mean, it really was.
Well, it's just you get three things up there. I mean, I don't know. It's still the whole barbecue judging thing. And I know that the MBN way is a little bit better because it's more of a presentation type of thing. There's more parts to it. But man, to get that close and be down to just like what the judges say, it'd have to be like nervous as all heck. That's
and a lot of things to that too. You're saying about the presentation, but that's a very, very small part of the score. Like it is, the scores are weighted in each category, and so the area and personal appearance and presentation is very, very low compared to taste and tenderness. That's where all your weight lies at. So if your taste is not there and your tenderness is not there, that's what carries over 3/4 of your score.
Yeah. So when you got your sign that you were going to the finals, did anybody say anything like, "Ooh, we could win 2 in a row"? I mean, or did everybody kind of like?
I mean, everybody was high-fiving and like, let's go get it and everything else. And I mean, immediately when that happens, I mean, we were preparing for finals, right? I mean, I always like to be prepared. So we had everything ready to go. And I always stagger my ribs by 2 hours. So I have another fresh set of ribs, 8 slabs ready to go. And I brought all 8 slabs to the table. All of them were great. I waited till it was, I think 40 minutes before they were coming, and I started glazing them up and setting sauce on them. And when they got there, I think about 2 minutes before they got there, 3 minutes before they got there, I put them on the grill, so they could just start coming down on the show grill. And I mean, they were great.
That's neat. Yeah. That's good to know.
We get caught up here real quick. We got Johnny Cremine says he loves some Heath Riles seasonings. Got Griddles and
Thank
Riddles.
you.
He says, "What's up?" Greg says, "Congratulations to Heath and his incredible team." And then Miss Ari Mama on the griddle said, "Hey guys, how's it going? Heath, the new seasonings are so good. Been putting the SPG on everything."
Thank you. Yeah, we might have something new coming out.
Well, I'm not gonna reveal it yet. I'm not.
Well, I will say that it's my own fault. I wanted to get the Steak and Shop and the SPG out, and my goal was to launch all 3 of these at one time, and that just didn't. It just did not happen. We really wanted to do all 3 at once, so I believe it is next week when they go live. Steve, do you know what day?
It is Thursday the 27th. When I got the email and I ordered it at Wanamaker's, come to Wanamaker's at 1940 Ogden Avenue in Downers Grove, Illinois, next Thursday, the 27th, when Heath Riles' new rub will be on the shelf. It's already there. I mean, I already got it there. That's Operation Barbecue Relief Ryan, but that was close. But anyway, so it's when I got the thing, I'm like, dude, how could this have worked out any better? Heath is on the show exactly 1 week before it comes out. I said, I couldn't even have planned it any better than to just take a shot in the dark and say, "Hey, Heath, you want to be on the show?" And here it comes out. That was perfect. Thanks, Heath, for doing that.
Well, what we've noticed is a lot of people, everybody grills, right? Not everybody smokes every night. So usually everybody's got a job, so they're grilling during the week. And I've been saying I was going to do it for years, is create a grilling line of rubs or something, along the lines of the SPG and the Steak and Chop. And now with that new seasoning coming, which Steve can go ahead and show everybody, I don't care.
What's that? All right, everybody. Next week, Thursday, the 27th, Heath Riles. Here it is. This is the new rub. First time seen anywhere, right here on Thursday Night BBQ Chat. Right here.
Wait, do we want to see? Does anybody have any guesses? what it is?
You want to take a guess? Anybody out there? Guesses? I mean, all three people watching. You want to? No, I'm just kidding. There's more out there. Anybody want to take a guess? We'll wait like 5 minutes. Dude, Dan Dickey's got a comment there. I can't remember. I can't see because I don't have my glasses on. Unfortunately, I do.
Yeah, Dan said if you're cooking MBN, you expect to go to the finals, and it's just waiting on bad news.
Yeah, I can see that.
I've been there and done that on a lot of them.
I don't think we're getting any guesses, Ryan.
Greg,
So I
Greg
can't
says
handle it.
Seafood.
Okay, seafood.
No seafood.
No
That's a good one.
seafood. Mom on the Grill says, is it taco seasoning?
Oh,
Close.
Girls on Grill said seafood as well.
wow. Well,
I don't know,
Heath,
we
you
had
know
some- I don't know, Heath. I mean, that might be a little. Now we got to come out with some seafood.
Might be. I mean,
Oh,
that I will say I've been working on like a seafood sauce.
Okay. We do have Stretches, actually, believe it or not. Stretches over on the Instagram. He said, "Can I stay at your house next time?" I guess he was at Memphis, and then he says, "It is called the Judge Killer." I don't know what are you talking about, the rub? Stretchy
Judge Killer. Dan Dickey said salt and pepper. Well, we got the SPG already, so
Oh, there's SPG. SPG's already out. This one is really good. This one is good. This one is really good. These two are both really good. In my opinion, this is the chef's kiss of the three. Are you ready? Are we all ready? Everybody ready? Oh, wait, we're still got me. So
we got
ready? Here we go.
seafood sauce sounds delicious. Yes. All right. Ready? You want to drum roll? Burger.
Dude, I just I said to text to Heath just to make sure he was coming tonight. And
It's I worked on that a long time and got the right flavors. It builds a heck of a crust on a griddle. I mean,
this is the cat's meat.
or a pan or a cast iron pan, a skillet. It's great on the grill too, but it's great on chicken too and all that. But it's got a little bit of beef powder, a little bit of mustard in it, salt, pepper, a little bit of celery. It makes a burger really flavorful.
It is really good, Ryan. I must have tasted it like 5 times.
There. Now I got to.
I was so excited.
Again.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of unique ingredients. I'll say that.
It's got a lot of there's a lot of moving parts in there. I got to actually cook something now. I mean, Ryan, don't laugh at me, but I got to actually cook something now.
Glad I didn't take that drink because I would have spit it everywhere.
I gotta try it on something. It tastes amazing just licking it out of my hand, let alone what it would taste actually on a beef patty of some sort, of any kind. So
it's good.
Stretch says awesome. He can't wait.
Why don't you recreate your burger?
It would make that. It would have made that championship burger even greater than it already was, Ryan. That's how good that flavor is on it. But all the other ones, this is really good too. And then so is the steak and chop. But
I've been using the steak and chop and the SPG kind of together on some big cuts of beef, and I'm tempted to cook a brisket with it like that. I hadn't used it on a brisket yet, but I've been doing it on like tri-tips and things, and the flavor, those two work very well together on a big cut of meat.
So those are, I mean, have you layered the burger with anything?
Oh, I've layered a burger with the SPG and the steak and chop before I got the burger season all the way finished. And I mean, both of those are good too.
That's the great thing about Heath's rubs. They layer so well together. But what you didn't come out with, Heath, that you said you were going to come out with last year is you said you were going to come out with a chili seasoning.
It might be coming. Just hold on. Just hold on. Let's just say I would keep your shelf cleared a little bit for me the rest of the year.
I don't know if you saw the. I don't know if Ryan can. I don't know if you can find it, Ryan. It's in my. It might be on the Wanamaker's Barbecue and Smoke Supply Facebook, but I did a video of obviously the steak and chop that came into the store. And then I went over, so it's like, here's all the steak and chop. And then here's this whole shelf of all of Heath's rubs and his sauces. Then I had to go down to a second shelf because like, here's all the glazes. Dude, I'm running out of, I'm going to have to put an addition on the.
You may have to throw something out that you don't want. I mean,
right.
it is.
It is. If they're, yeah, I get it. If you're take buying homes, you got to make room for them. I got it.
Well, I've waited a long time to come out with some other sauces, and I've waited a long time for a few other odd glaze type things and glaze sauces, and I've got a few other rubs, but I've probably got 80 something products ready to go to market if I wanted to do it. I mean, we've been working. We never stop working on innovation and never stop working on R&D. I mean, it's a monthly thing. We keep going through it. I just don't release everything, and I cook with it. Sometimes a year, year and a half. Sometimes I make tweaks and try stuff. So, I mean, we always want to keep up with the trends, what people want to.
How much do you talk to your neighbor down there, Malcolm, about flavors? Because he just came out and I just ordered in his buttery seafood. Speaking of everybody asking about this, what jogged my memory, his buttery seafood is really good.
It is. I know that was a Walmart exclusive for a year, I think, and I think he just turned it out to the general public and everybody else. But I think he had originally done that for Walmart. I think. But yeah, I've had it. It's great. It's good.
Well, there you go. He's going to come out with the seafood pretty soon. I'm pretty sure of it. I can tell. I can
I mean, I use my garlic butter and simple citrus on most of the seafood that we do, or the Cajun Creole and like simple citrus mixed. I do that a lot as well. And then, I mean, it just depends on what flavor I'm shooting for.
I got over on Instagram, Fat Dog Barbecue. I put the garlic jalapeno on everything. And then he also followed up with, I just got second place brisket with SPG and the Heath Riles garlic jalapeno rub and vinegar sauce. There you go.
Nice. Congratulations.
Ari says she's like, so excited, can't wait to try the new burger seasoning. Gary Dishman's talking, put the SPG is great on fried eggs.
Ooh, I gotta try that tomorrow.
Yes.
And Ari again said, yes, I did both on a steak and a peach pizza I recently made.
Peach?
I think she's got a package on the way to her right now, if I'm not mistaken.
I've seen
If
some
I'm
of her
not mistaken, that's coming really soon to
the
her.
videos that she does with her packages. Man, I'm jealous of those things. But I got Pizza Adam over here says, hey guys, and then my good buddy Ken from Back Row Built Nutrition is over here. And then we got Gary Dishman.
Come on, Ryan.
Sports has a huge selection of the seasonings. Our good buddy Happy Pepper Powder says, good evening, guys. Happy finally made it.
Hey, Tom.
And then Dan says, I don't know about a chicken seat any. Must be using text to talk, but you take the Kerrygold butter, tiger sauce, and some of that brown sugar, a jalapeno glaze, makes an epic buffalo sauce.
Yeah, I do actually something similar to what he just posted. Actually, we always mix butter in with our buffalo sauce. And I've tried to actually do a buffalo sauce like we make, but as most people know, you see these buffalo sauces separating a lot, right, in the stores. Steve, I don't know if you have that problem with some of your buffalo sauces, but it's just
I don't have a lot of the only buffalo sauce I have is Tim's Blues Hugs. Oh God, I can't. Garlic Parmesan, the garlic parm sauce.
Yeah.
That's the only one I really have. That one's got a little kick to it.
We've worked on a buffalo sauce for about 3 years now, and you know, when my buddy Bob come out with his, I just kind of stopped working on one, to be truthful with you, because his is fantastic. It's one of the best I've ever had. But we've worked on one where, you know, put butter in it, and I think I might end up coming out with it later on, but I'm gonna put on the label, you know, add butter, you know, to it, melt it down in a pot and warm it up. You can use it without it, but I do think it makes a difference, right?
Yeah. Well, that's
I think we were talking about the boxes. Gary said, I've got one coming. Can't say what it is, though. Boxes.
I didn't get any boxes. I mean, I did get boxes. I mean, I was excited when I ordered it.
Huh? Everybody's in different buckets, Steve. Everybody's in different buckets.
Well, I do. Well, Ryan gets mad because I do get all this stuff.
I don't get mad. I just like to give him a hard time. But
send stuff. He does. He lies. He gets jealous a little bit.
We're very blessed. We have about 150 like affiliates, and like, you know, they've been really, really good people.
So are you guys? Are you taking a rest now, or are you? I mean, we're getting close to May again. I mean, we're down to the back. I mean, are you? given any thought for next year? Or is it just like just gonna let it?
Just say we're getting close to May again.
Dude, it's like it's almost September for crying out loud.
Hey man, it's fixing to be hunting season. That's what it's
Practice
fixing
makes
to be.
perfect.
That and show season, right? That's it'll be time for me to hit several trade shows that we have to attend and all that in the fall. But it'll be hunting season soon enough. I mean, dove season's coming, and then after that, of course, deer season and duck season. I'll be doing a little traveling.
Yeah, I know you'll be in Orlando. You'll be at the Ace show. I'm assuming because that's a big one.
Yeah.
Girl, girl says butter makes everything better.
There's no doubt it does.
And it's about to be deer season here in Georgia.
About too hot to hunt them right now, though.
Where were you at over? Because we were going to do that show back in July with Chef Fig and stuff, and I saw you were
in Argentina. I was in Argentina. So we initially were going duck hunting and dove hunting, and Al Fragoni actually happened to be there at the same time. And so I had knew that, and so we kind of coordinated it, and they wanted me to like come over. They were having a cookout. So they cooked a half a cow, and me and all my friends went over, and it was basically we just drank and eat all day. And had a fantastic time. I mean, just a fantastic time. The hospitality was incredible. And we met some guys at a barbecue restaurant that have 7 restaurants over there. They come and hung out that day. So we went hunting after that. And when we come back to town, we actually went to their restaurant, and we kind of ate the whole menu. It was they kind of set it off, roped us off, and it was a fantastic meal. But everything was great. The ribs were great. Everything was really, really good.
They got. I would love to. I'd love to hang out with Al, especially in Argentina. I think that would be like the neatest.
It was fun. The hunting was really good. I'm already trying to plan a trip back for next year.
Did you get? Are you moving into that open fire realm, or are you kind of? I know you go to the open fire. I think. I mean, or are you sticking?
I am. I'm going to. I'm going to the open fire event again in Texas, and I'm pretty sure I'll be judging again. But we are going to start doing some live fire stuff. I've got some grills coming. We're actually kind of adding a space on with some rock and things like that now to put those grills in, that and a fire pit and stuff like that. So it's going to be another couple months before I get all that finished. But it is something I am in the works of doing.
I mean, do you find it as exciting? I mean, I have never done. I mean, I've never done it, but I watch the videos and stuff like that, and I saw a little bit down in the shed. The guys were doing it, and it just looks like the fun. I mean, it just seems like it's a whole different fun aspect of. I mean,
it is.
You do the whole smoking thing. I mean, I'm sure there's an exhilaration of doing the smoking, but especially now with the Live Fire Cooking Association coming around. I mean, there's a whole different when you start adding competition to doing that live fire stuff. I mean, there's got to be a whole different, type of exhilaration that comes from competing in open fire.
Well, they want you to make meals basically in the Live Fire Cooking Association the way it was before. You're not just cooking whole primal cuts. You're taking that cut, and I think at Memphis in May, they had to do a soup, a appetizer, a main course, and dessert.
Okay.
So, and everything had to be, open fire. And I will say everything was great. I was one of the finals judges. Everything was, just spectacular. But it is an art, and it's also really simplistic. So you have a lot of downtime, because you can't rush it, So especially an all-day event is the way I would like to say. It's not something you're going to go out there and just throw on and cook and be done with it. Where us in barbecue or grilling, we can get out here and just cook it and be done, right? Well, they don't do that with steaks or, primal cuts or anything. It's not like that. So a lot different.
Now, do you think we've had the guys on here, but does everybody, because the teams are usually like 4 or 5 people. I mean, does everybody have their own specialty when they're cooking it? Like somebody cooks the dessert usually, or do they?
Some do. Sometimes I think there's 2 or 3 chefs that team up, and it's kind of, I don't want to call it chefy by any means, but you can use your creativity, and it's not just barbecue, right? I mean, you're going to come up with all kind of stuff, all kind of different sauces and things like that. So you're not just refined to sweet heat barbecue.
Yeah.
I mean, you can imagine with the chimichurris and the different flavors and seafood and just everything is just real. I don't want to say over the top because it's really simple, but it's just an array of different styles of food, all cooked open fire.
Yeah, I think you'll have fun with that because I think it's just such a whole different, like you said, it's a whole different thing than a slow and slow barbecue versus the open fire.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be a great thing. So, Fat Dog Barbecue, on Instagram. What rub do you put on venison backstrap?
Right now I have been running like garlic jalapeno and beef rub on that. I like a more of a real peppery bite on venison backstrap, especially when I'm just going to sear it. But I would probably use a steak and chop or SPG on it right now. Maybe a garlic jalapeno is a little undertone and an SPG on top if you want a little coarse. It just kind of depends on what route you want to take it and if you want to finish it with some type of sauce or not.
I love the garlic jalapeno. That's like one of the first seasonings that got me into all your seasonings, but that's one of my favorites.
It's one of our staples. I mean, that's everybody likes garlic jalapeno. Let's say it like that.
You can't go wrong. We got Mr. CJ Frazier over here says, cheers to you, gents. Over on Instagram, and Mr. Terry White is finally here, says hello, everyone.
Hello.
Well, you were on way back. I mean, you might not remember. Way back on the thing, you were on one of our Thanksgiving episodes on live from the barbecue department at Wanamaker's, and you said one of your favorite rubs is if I remember correctly, was the Simply Citrus.
It is. That is my favorite rub, and it's not in our top 6. I think it's in the top 10, but it's not. A lot of people just get it confused, I think, because it's like a coarse style everyday rub with lemon and citrus added to it.
Yeah, because I get people coming in all the time, and I don't sell a lot of it, obviously, because it's people. I don't know whether it's the name or whatever. I don't know what it is, but nobody. I
think it's the name. If I would have named it differently, I think because once people try it, they go, "Oh, there's that little acidic pop. There's that little bit." Right. And they go, I know what I'm using this on. Once somebody tries it, they like it. It's getting somebody to sample it and try it because the name is what gets them sometimes.
Yeah, I think maybe because it's called citrus, maybe they think it's going to be too strong into citrus. But then I tell people all the time, it's just like Heath Riles says that's his favorite rub. And first you get to look like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, whatever. Like, what Heath Riles, like you talk to Heath Riles. And then it's like, why would he pick that? And it was like, no, I said, I tell him, it's like this. He was on my show. He said this was his favorite, and nobody can believe it. And it's just like, all right, whatever.
I use it a lot. Yeah. That and chicken and beef and every day, I'm gonna say have been our 4 top rubs me and my wife used. And I use a lot of garlic jalapeno, but we don't do a lot of spice during the week, so. Unless I'm doing videos or something. So just cooking at home, though, is definitely those other 4 rubs a lot.
Kevin Wicky's on. Kevin, congratulations on winning Vine Street. The Vine Street. He was just on the Vine Street. My friend Scott Burton, he was there at the store today. Scott, guess what we revealed today? We revealed the burger rub. Scott's one of the people that actually got to secretly taste it when it wasn't supposed to be revealed, but he got to see it. There's never an empty garlic jalapeno container in his house, he says. So he does like your products. And I did bring in, by the way, if anybody shops at Wanamaker's, I did bring in Heath's champion or competition sauce. I brought that in as well on the last order. So what is is that what you used on the ribs? Is that what you use in competition?
Yes, I actually use that sauce and my sweet sauce and apple glaze, and I usually do 1 part of sauce of each one, so like 1 cup of sweet, 1 cup of competition, and half a cup of apple glaze, and that is my Memphis May sauce.
There you go, Ryan. Write that down. Next year we're going, and we're gonna compete.
Don't you have to get invited?
We'll find a way to sneak in. We'll just call ourselves something else.
Yeah, because we come down to Thursday Night BBQ Chat, they're going to laugh at us.
Yeah.
Well, I start everybody off on trash duty first now.
Well, Ryan, there you go. You can start
Trash and dishes. That's a rough job. You got
I'll
to
do
work
the
your way
dishes,
up.
Ryan. You do the trash. I'll do the dishes. And
That's good. I don't like prune fingers, so.
Oh, we make it easy. We buy everything, throw away.
see, there
We
you
don't
go.
wash much nuts, but knives and cutting board, big cutting boards and things like that. And I got smart and built a sink we did this year up off the ground with a water tank. You hook the water hose to, and you run the line down the sewer drain down here, the soapy water. But it works out great that way.
Yeah, see. So that's why you're doing garbage, Ryan. I'm doing dishes because we just throw everything out. I'll throw it in, which would be me doing the dishes, and then you can carry it out.
Oh, so nice and thoughtful of you.
Yeah, that's how
It seems like y'all have such a great love-hate relationship.
We do. Well, it's just like you said, your team sitting there giving each other a hard time. I was like, that's Steve and I every week.
That's us every single week. We got to do this. But
Right.
that's desperate. I've lost my train of thought because I was thinking of the garbage and the washing dishes, Ryan. I did have, again, this is a weekly thing. I do have a question, then I start thinking.
Last week he had like 4 or 5 questions. I had 4 or 5 every single one. I think Uncle Alzheimer's kicking in here.
I spaced out on 3 or 4 questions. Well, I get excited about things that people say, and then I forget, falls on. As you get older, it becomes a more common, prevalent thing.
It does.
But, we were on this. We were talking. I know we were talking about the Simply Citrus, but I think it's just the whole thing. It's just like you said, you have you said the same thing last year. Now this year it's a little bit lower. Last year you said 85 rubs, or 85 different things. This year you said a little bit over 80, because obviously now you've come out with 3 or 4 more new ones. I mean, but I just don't understand. How do you think of so many?
Well, all of it's not rubs now. I mean, I do have
I know. Yeah.
Fry breaders and hush puppy mix and cornbread mix I've done. And I mean, I could just name a bunch of stuff that we've kind of formulated and finished. And I mean, it's a lot of stuff like that, a lot of unique flavors, a lot of unique sauces. And, sometimes you have to just wait for the market to be right for some of this stuff. And so, and as you grow in big retail also, it's like a plug and play. Sometimes stuff has, you're going to have your legacy leaders, and then the rest of it's going to be plug and play. And that's kind of what I was saying a while ago. You might have one come out and bring a different one in, a brand new one, right? And that's totally understandable at the end of the day, because you have one group of people that like one thing, and then those taste buds change to something else. So that's why I think a lot of barbecue guys constantly evolve and try new things like that. And when you take somebody like us that's constantly doing videos and things like that, it's hard to think of different combinations. So working with different things is a lot easier.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny you say that, because case in point, I know you were just talking about it. You will not find Heath Riles beef rub on the shelf at Wanamaker's, and for some reason that beef rub did not sell.
A lot of people don't like that much pepper. I mean,
yeah. See, I'm a black pepper person, so I mean, I'd like that. I would like.
At one time I had that rub more coarse.
Yeah.
That recipe was different, and it just got so expensive to manufacture with the 16 mesh pepper that we changed the grind size of everything, and that kind of slowed that rub down a little bit. And we done the steak and chop, and it's more coarse than the SPG. So who knows? One of these days we might change that beef rub back to the original way it was. Same recipe, just the granule sizes be different.
Well, says, "Hey, little buddies."
Little buddies. What is he? Is he the skipper on Gilligan's Island, or what is he? What is he?
Dan says it's. Oh, we're talking about bickering back and forth. So it's just a Bears thing. Don't pay too close attention. Something all of us people that deal with snow kind of have a mentality. Absolute honor in my barbecue career to cook with Steamboat down at Memphis.
Oh yeah, he did cook with Steamboat. Steamboat barbecue. He doesn't go anywhere. He's playing golf.
Steamboat's a great team. Great team.
He's playing golf. Well, I gotta say, I mean, I know last year you were talking about you not cooking as much. You're being more selective with your cooks, obviously, because for family time and stuff like that. but I mean, you're doing the judging thing. I mean, you just got back from the rib rumble down there at the shed. I mean,
Yeah, I was already down there. It just kind of worked out that way. I mean, I don't want to say that I would not have went just for that, but my wife, I had went to Argentina, and when we come back, we were trying to do something with my little girl before she went back to school again. So we went to the coast down there and let her play at the kids like Margaritaville deal. And so that Saturday, I went over to judge the shed rib rumble with Bob and hang out a while. Had a blast. So it's a fun time down at the shed always.
I know, Ryan. Even Heath's been to the
I know.
shed, Ryan. Ryan's the only one.
I would expect Heath to go to the shed, but yes, I know I have not been to the shed. Thank you for pointing that out again, Steve.
You got to go out to the saloon once you eat, and air conditioner's going right now, and then beers are ice cold. I mean, I like bottled beer when I'm drinking like that, and they were so cold they hurt you. That's just a good kind. I mean, you can't even kill it because it's so cold.
How do you like that, Ryan? Well, we're usually there in January because we go for the showdown, and so it's depending on the day. I mean, obviously, us from being up north, we get down there and it's like 60 to 65 degrees, and Trisha and I are having the time of our life, and everybody else has still got their coats on and they're walking. I'm like, dude, this is like paradise. I'm walking around with a hoodie and shorts, and this is the greatest thing ever. Got a little cold last year at one of the days.
Yeah. We had that big cold snap last year.
How do you get to be one of those guest chefs that I see you cooking with every so often on your Shooting the Cube podcast or thing there?
Yeah, some of that just works out when people's coming through, you know what I mean? And it just works out for us to film together. We've been so inconsistent with some of that. Next year I'm going to start trying to plan it a lot more. But it's so hard to plan around my schedule with trade shows and all that, and then with my new baby girl going to school and stuff changing there, our schedules have been fluctuating so much that I just have to. I'm so sporadic. I may film on a Monday, may film on a Tuesday, maybe a Friday like tomorrow. You never know, and so a lot of people, it shifts around a lot.
Well, I mean, I will be passing by, third week in January on the way down to the showdown. You know what I'm saying? I mean.
Well, I'm about an hour and a half outside of what you pass. Yeah, coming down.
We usually stay in South Haven, and
okay, you'd be about an hour and 20 minutes, hour and a half for me out here.
Are you? You're was it Mount Olive? Is it Mount Olive? What is it?
I'm in Olive Branch. That's my personal house, and this is the barbecue house.
Where's the barbecue house? Well, I don't know. Can you give that information out? Where's the? I don't want anybody showing up.
It's in between Kyville and Corinth. It's out where I grew up at. It's in Ashland, Mississippi.
Okay.
It's in between California and Florida. I mean, it's
that's the closest big cities is that. I mean, but it's actually where I'm from. It's Ashland, Mississippi. So I have a couple hundred acres out here. So that we hunt on and do things like that. But this is where I film the majority of my videos at here.
That's a good show. I don't know. I mean, Texas, we get closer to maybe.
Yeah.
I just think it would be fun. Of course, I probably would be so nervous because obviously,
I mean, truthfully, you depending on what's that, the third week of January is when it is. Is that right?
Yeah. It's going to be cold out there.
Yeah. You know where I'll be?
Somewhere warm.
Arkansas duck hunting.
Arkansas duck hunting.
That'll be the last 2 weeks of the season, and actually, I'm not going to get to hunt the first half of the season. My wife's having a surgery, and so right before Thanksgiving, so I'm kind of going to miss some of that. I'm going to be out a minute. So
I hope everything goes well.
Oh yeah, all good.
So. Chili mix coming out probably in the next couple weeks, people, just so you're,
Yeah,
I did. You know what? Oh, you know what? I forgot that. Speaking of the chili mix, and I shared the video of you saying the chili mix when you guys were getting ready to come out with something else. But tell us about this whole the bourbon thing. I forgot all about the bourbon thing. It just popped in my head.
Well, I love a good bourbon, as you can see behind me, and paired up with a company in Memphis, and I have a lot of connections to them because I was in the beer business so long. Deacon Alley had a distillery years ago, and now it's called Old Dominic. They sold the Budweiser distributorship, and when they got into the beer sales, they kind of stopped doing liquor, right? Their great grandfather. And anyway, how it rolled down, when they sold it, they found all this kind of stuff and was like, well, we have this building, let's get going on this and do something different. And so they done this distillery. And so I know a lot of the same guys, right? Worked in the same business. And we wanted to do something that was local to us first. And it's a great bourbon. And so we done that, and we paired up with a charity for police dogs in our local community to help buy some things that they needed because we love animals and things like that. But we decided to start this thing. We're going to try to do it once a quarter, actually. At some point during every quarter, we're going to do like a single barrel drop. And every one of those will benefit a different charity. So it should be about 4 bottles a year. And all the money goes to benefit a charity. So just something else that me and my wife are trying to do. And maybe along the way, we'll have other guests come in and help pick up bourbon with us. But once we sold some bottles at the distillery that night when we done a deal, a lot of it's all going to go straight online. But it took 14 minutes to sell out once it hit our website. So it was pretty quick. So we had to wait to ship all that up to Washington, D.C., how it works. And then we plug it in our site, and, it goes to a third party. So everything's legal, shipping alcohol. So it was pretty cool. It was 13, 14 minutes after an email went out that all of it was sold out. So
Wow. That's awesome.
That's your area over there, Ryan. You're a bourbon guy. I mean, you'd have to. I got to learn to get into this bourbon thing because to me it just all tastes like turpentine. So I must not be doing something right.
Did you say it tastes like turpentine?
I just don't have a flavor. Well, we had a restaurant up here at Chicago Culinary Kitchen, and I think I've told the story before, but they invited me to come up to show how one of their classes, and it happened to be a bourbon and barbecue night. And with each meal, it was like a 6 or 7 course thing with after each meal, each serving, you got a bourbon to match with it. And the guy sitting next to me, like they're drinking is like, oh, I can taste this note and this flavor and this, and I'm drinking it and I'm like, dude, it's paint thinner. I don't know where you're getting anything. So I put it down, and the only one I really liked, it was one that had butterscotch or something in it, or scotch or something. It was a scotch and bourbon mix. It was like, now that one was halfway decent, but all the other ones, for some reason, I just don't have a palate for it. It just all tastes like.
I think you have to develop it. I mean, you have to. It's just bourbon's different. Either you like it or you don't. And I used to be a big beer drinker and kind of got more into bourbon. And, there's certain ones that I like. And I used to be one of these guys in my younger days that I mixed it with, a mixer, Coke or Sprite or something. And that's not good for you at the end of the day. And so now I just drink it neat most of the time or with a cube of ice. I mean, and it's more of a social thing a lot of times. I don't sit around and drink every day or anything. More or less when I have people in or the weekend or something, somebody's over, we have a cocktail or two, but it's not, I don't sit there and get obliviated or nothing. Maybe 1 or 2 times a year.
That's what I like about the bourbon, though. It's just to sit and sip and chill and have a good time.
Yeah,
you're not slamming beers back just to get wasted. And
a lot of times we don't even pour full pours because we'll try, 3 or 4 bottles.
Yeah.
So.
When did you know when the next barrel might be coming out, or?
We're going to try to do something in December. That's right now. It's kind of this. My schedule is so tight right now. I've got to go to Kentucky for this next one, and I don't think I'm going to be. I'm setting everything up and getting it to go, but I'm not going to get to pick the barrel till like the beginning of November. It's going to take a few weeks to get everything bottled up, and then we'll do it right after that.
There you go. There's another super secret thing here towards the end, a little Easter egg here at the end.
Little Christmas.
December. Yeah, little Heath Riles bourbon coming out in around Christmas time. So
little Christmas cocktail.
No Christmas.
That means I'll have 14 minutes to reply to the email.
Well, we sold a lot at the distillery that night. So
are you gonna set that up as a whole little like a whole bourbon club thing? I mean, can they go to your website and sign up or is the bourbon thing going to become a whole different than the Heath Riles barbecue type of thing?
We just want to do something for charity and give back to communities in certain ways. So we really hadn't got that far, to be straight up about it. Still working out all the kinks and figuring everything out to do it the right way and grow it and making sure we're on the right path. And like I said, partnering with the right people and, where it's going to benefit for the right needs.
Right. The right charities. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What do you think, Ryan? You got anything else you need to say?
Well, I think if there's any way to allocate a bottle for the Thursday Night BBQ Chat,
I mean,
Mike can make that happen. Mike can make that happen.
All right.
And Greg, we were talking about when we were talking about where you're from. We said so many barbecue champions come from outside of Memphis.
They do. It's not Memphis. It's DeSoto County.
DeSoto County, Mississippi. And it's you. It's what you. And there's Malcolm. There's John David Wheeler, my good friend John David Wheeler. I haven't seen him too long. Melissa Cookston, I believe, is in that area.
Mark Lambert.
And then
The Boar's Not Out guys, Alan and Eric. You had Red Hot Smokers. They're kind of retired now. I'm leaving out a lot of people. It's a lot more people than that.
I'm sure
Swine Life, get the Swine Life guys.
Oh yeah, Mark.
Ben from Q-Bones. You hadn't heard from him in a long time, but he used to be heck on the KCBS circuit. There's a lot. There's a lot.
I wonder why that is. I wonder why that area is. You think?
Well, you know what? Ben lived in Memphis. I'll take that back. Ben did live in Memphis.
But I mean, why is it? I mean, that seems. I mean,
I don't know. That's why
everybody always talks Texas. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like this one little county is like.
Well, I was on Chad Ward's podcast one time, and he brought up about how many cooks were inside the Imperial Polk County there, right? And I went on his show that night. They were talking about it before I went live with him. And I said, hey, I don't think you know about the D.C., DeSoto County, right? And that's Olive Branch, Hernando, Horn Lake, all those, combined and more. And I started naming off people. And I'm like, I don't think that if there was a gambling match, you would want to get involved in that gambling match. Not with the type of cookers around our community. If we all come together against another region, I don't think we can be beat. I will say that. And I'm not being arrogant when I say it. It's just there's so much culinary experience there. I mean, I just can't see it. There's a lot of world champions there. A lot.
Yeah.
Could that be the next thing? County versus county across the country?
I mean, Food Network should pick up something like that, but I don't know how they.
Who knows?
Who knows? Anyway, all right, everybody. Any last questions for Heath? Because we're getting close to the hour here. He's got filming to do tomorrow and everything else, and we appreciate him coming on. And then, Fat Ox Barbecue's over on Instagram. He says, "Hey, turkeys." I think he's talking to me and Ryan more than Heath. But. What is Dan Dickey saying?
It's crime of opportunity. Memphis is great. Texas is great. If you put the spotlight somewhere else, all those other pit masters would shine, but it doesn't take anything away from everybody else. A lot of amazing pit masters all over this country.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I agree with that, too. But I mean, I hate to tell you. I mean, but after, hearing all the names, and I've known that for a while, I would line up with that county as being in a competition across the county for county across the country. I don't think there's enough people. I mean, Texas is so huge. I don't think there's that concentrated number of cooks in one county like there is here.
I agree.
Yeah. So I think Heath's right on that one. What do we got? Kevin Wiki says, love your product. Use some of it in my first place ribs.
Awesome.
Oh, and then Greg says Lockhart, Texas versus your county.
Line it up, Greg. Let's go. Shit.
Oh, God.
Say when.
Say when. I think that would be a great show. I wonder if they could get that to happen, but that'd be a great show.
Can I go patent it first so we can Thursday?
Yeah, right. Let's do it.
Get some credit for it.
That's
You can
right.
only really do it, I think, like 1 year, because then after that.
Yeah.
All right, Heath, thank you again for coming on. And everybody get to the stores, local stores if you can. If not, go to his website. But there's his new SPG. It is absolutely fantastic. I've tasted that one too. And this is his new steak and chop. That one's really good too. I really like the steak and chop. But this one is the creme de la creme. Everybody, this is the brand new burger seasoning. This will not, don't go to his website looking for this yet, unless you just want to drive his online people crazy. But the burger rub is not coming out till the 27th, so be ready for that. I have it in the store. It's hidden so that nobody can see it, but it is in the store. So on the 27th, I will put it out and it'll be available, and get to your local retailers and scoop it up, and then get over to Heath Riles barbecue.com and scoop that up too.
Greg said, talk to Kel.
Kel from Barbecue News Magazine. All right.
Yeah.
Maybe have it at the shed. So
Always a pleasure to have you on the show, sir.
All right. Thank you,
Heath,
guys.
thank you
I
very
appreciate
much
y'all
for
for having
coming
me
on.
on. Appreciate it.
Have a good night.
see you. Good night. Another great show, Ryan. Another secret revealed. Two of them actually revealed, because we got the burger.
I got to get the burger seasoning.
Well, sorry, I can't sell it to you until
I got a week.
the 27th. You got to save up. You got time to go driving, and
I got time to get some Ubers, make some money.
yeah. I mean, this bad boy now, as good as this is, it's $25 a bottle. It just keeps going up. This is really good, and these two. Don't get me wrong. I mean, obviously, he's never put out a bad product, but this is my.
See, Kevin's going to be there with me, so I'll be there on the 27th.
This is my favorite out of the three. This is the bomb. And it, just so you know, these are all, normally I like to get things, and Ryan can't get them, but these are all, these are the tasters from the store. So if you come into the store in a little tasting section, these three are there, so you can taste them beforehand, along with many other ones, but they will be up there for you to taste it before.
Burger seasoning's on the tasting shelf now?
No, that one is hidden. I got that one. It's hidden somewhere in the store.
I
just brought it home tonight.
Might not be on the tasting shelf long.
Yeah, I checked with Heath when I was making sure that everything was okay for today and everything was going on. I learned from Tim Shear cutting his grass that in the morning I try to make sure everybody's still on the same page and everything, since that time that Tim said he was cutting his grass and almost forgot that he was on the show.
Harold Williams says, great show tonight.
Thanks, Harold.
Harold
Williamson, are you okay with that? Did you get it out?
I was struggling with names. Dan says, are you heading down to Murfreesboro?
I am not. I am completely out of vacation
time. You can't do anything else.
I have my son's. I have my. Well, I do. I am. I got my son's graduation coming up in December. So Tricia and I will be heading to a quick Texas trip for that. I think I got my birthday holiday and then maybe a few extra hours. Other than that, the rest of it is unpaid for me. So I am going to go see my kid graduate.
Yeah, time left. I got to figure out when I can use it. But I know we are talking Heath Riles, but does it compare? How does it compare to the Blues Hog Burger?
Oh, the bold and beefy. I like this. I like. Blues Hog's the sponsor of the show.
I was gonna say no. I mean, you gotta.
They each have their own different thing, but this is really good. This is really good. I love I am a big Blues Hog fan, so that's why they're a sponsor of the show, because that's why I reached out to them, because I am a big Blues Hog. A lot of their products, actually, their high flying chicken. We had that at one of the classes with Sean Young, and we actually put it on shrimp, and it was absolutely flipping amazing.
And says, well, thank you for what you do for OBR, and much appreciate all you do for the community.
Well, thank you. I am really excited. I was going to reach out and say something to you, Ryan, that they were going to be there till Sunday. I'm really excited that you're going to go.
Emlyn personally texted me and said, hey, are you available? And I was thinking about going on Saturday, but my son, the soccer season's starting off, and my son is reffing his first 2 games by himself Saturday morning. So I'm going to be there to support and, make sure he's all right for the first couple of games. And
Oh, he said, burger and steak. I don't. Does
Burger
Blue
and
Sound
steak.
have a burger? I'd have to go. I don't know if I had the burger and. I mean, I don't know if I've tasted it. I don't know if I had that. I know I've tasted the Golden Beef.
The burger and steak. Kevin said he's going to the World Imitation Championship and need help.
I wish I could. I'm telling you right now, if everybody would find a way to make these shows super profitable. Oh, it's new. I don't know then. I know this is fantastic. I have not tasted their burger and steak.
Yeah. Oh, well.
I mean, if like I said, if we could get this to be successful, and Ryan and I could come and do a lot of cool things.
We travel down to the shed. We get to go to Hondo. We could go to Memphis in May. We can go all over the place.
I am going to start doing some stuff on my personal. So if anybody follows, Steve Crass on, I'm going to start doing stuff with working things. I do a lot of stuff for small business, and I promote a lot of small businesses and stuff like that through posting about breakfast and stuff like that, which is kind of a neat thing. What's that?
I have a video coming. I pulled a Steve.
Oh, really?
I have a breakfast video coming.
Do you? I think it's kind of a neat. That's the biggest thing with small businesses and stuff. One of their biggest expenses is marketing, and so a lot of them don't market themselves very well because it's very expensive. So people seem to get excited about what I was eating for breakfast. So I decided that I'm going to use this as an opportunity to promote small businesses and help them and promote them. And that's a big thing. If you go somewhere, and you like it, don't bash them. I mean, don't destroy it. I mean, if you don't like it, just don't post it. I mean, don't destroy it. That's what
like that one, like the one barbecue love tour we did that didn't do.
And there's a couple of those that weren't. I mean, they weren't the best. I mean, so it's like, I mean, we either posted or we did. Oh God, yeah, I remember which one you're talking about, Ryan. We didn't. Yeah. We didn't even like.
We didn't even.
Normally, we would go live. We didn't even post.
I don't even think we took a picture of that one.
No, I think we were out of there. It's like we didn't. I think we took it down so that we would. But and it just post it. But anyway, so I'm going to be doing some stuff. I'm going to try and partner with different restaurants to try to see if I can work a way to do meal recreation. So have one of the chefs make something, and then I actually have to physically recreate. I know there's one I'm working with my favorite place for empanadas up there in Batavia. I'm going up there Tuesday to meet with them to see if we can get that to work where she'll make empanadas and then I will have to replicate the empanadas.
It could be interesting.
I think it's fun. I mean, if it gives stuff for the business, that's fantastic to promote it. And there's a couple other restaurants I got in mind. So,
but yeah, I went out to breakfast last week. And,
where'd you go? Anywhere exciting?
I am. It was great. It's called Ozzy's Diner.
Oh, I saw that. I've driven past an Ozzy Diner. What did you?
Probably the best corned beef hash skillet that I've had.
See, I'm not a corned beef hash guy. I don't know why.
But this was like
I think it's just because of the name. The name hash.
Normally you go out and you get corned beef hash and it looks like it's the stuff right out of the can.
Yeah.
It's small little cubes. This was big chunks of corned beef. It was just amazing. Yeah, it was great. Kate, even hashtag Handsome loved it. His pancakes, I mean, filled it. He got a 3-stack of pancakes that filled up his plate all the way. Loved it.
Yeah, no, I am usually a skillet. I kind of do like the restaurant. I kind of do the breakfast thing, kind of like I do barbecue. If I go to a barbecue place, I always get brisket because I figure brisket's the hardest thing to make, and this way I can compare everybody's brisket. I usually get a skillet, but I am a sucker for chicken and waffles, and if it's chicken and waffles on the menu, I will get chicken and waffles.
The last place, the chicken and waffles was pretty good.
It was pretty good. I had a good conversation with them. I thought they actually gave me too much for what I paid, so I told them that they could probably work on that a little bit. So that's what usually happens. I mean, if there's something I don't like, it's something I don't post it on Facebook for everybody to whatever. I'll either talk to the server or I'll reach out to the owner or something and give my little constructive criticism. And, and that's my other big thing I don't like is when people are on Facebook and they're acting like they're the Simon Cowell of all things eating. And it's like when they go in and then they talk to everybody like there's some, New York Times highly rated food critic. It's like, dude, if you got a problem with something, just politely address it with either the server or the owner. You know what I mean? It's like 9 times out of 10, they're going to try to do something to make it right. Don't make a scene about it. I mean, and you don't have to do that. Everybody has a bad day. Ryan more than me, but I mean, still, people do have bad days. So
maybe. On that note,
everybody. I'm in love with CBH. What's CBH, Mr. Wiki? Am I missing something? What's CBH?
I don't know.
Chicago Board of Health?
Corned beef hash.
Oh, corned beef hash. I think there's, like I said, there's just something in the name. I love corned beef, but there's just something in the name of hash that really gets me. Oh, and by the way, if you're in the area and you are a big fan of Melinda's hot sauces at Wanamaker's, we did just get in. I did a post earlier today, but we did just get in the berry jalapeno preserve. So now we have the pineapple jalapeno, we have the mango habanero, and then we have the berry jalapeno. Plus a great selection of minis and the bigger bottles. Good stuff. That's our good sponsor, Melinda's. So
yeah.
Anyway, did we do sponsor today, or did I just kind of blow past it?
You did blow past it.
I was a little excited. Heath Riles was on the show.
It happens.
There's still 4 people here because they're expecting us to go way over like usual.
Yes, the smoked cream cheese. That's what I bought the Melinda's for. I'm going to make some soon. But all right, guys, it's been fun. It's been great. Another great episode with Mr. Heath Riles himself. We appreciate it.
Ryan hates when I drag the show on longer than an hour.
It does. We could have been done like 12 minutes ago.
If you don't like the show anymore, Ryan, you don't have to. I could find a replacement or something.
Wow, you're just trying to not have the conversation.
Kevin Wiki said, "Let's keep it going."
We got to save stuff for next Thursday, Kevin.
Oh, speaking of that, next Thursday, everybody, there has been a change in guest. It was supposed to be Jonathan Sawyer, but he's going to have to reschedule again. But he is being replaced with the owner of 17th Street Barbecue down there in Murfreesboro. Miss Amy Mills will be on the show next week. She's all excited and happy. And we'll be discussing a lot of things. We'll be discussing the Praise the Lard. I'm sure we'll do a little talking about Mike Mills, and then I'm sure we'll be talking about her products and the restaurants. And she's got another restaurant down there, and I think they bottle and make stuff. So there's a lot of stuff to talk about. So next week, Amy Mills, 17th Street Barbecue. We'll be here.
Oh, yes. Hello, fellas. All right, Reed, thanks for coming in.
We'll see you guys. Sorry, Dalen. We'd love to talk to you, but Ryan wants to get out of here so fast because he's got to go.
No, our guest is done. Our show is done.
Yeah, but this is the first time ever, Ryan, that people have actually wanted to stick around and just see us. Normally, when the guest leaves, it goes right down to 0. Kevin, are you working on Saturday? Yes, I am.
Yes, he's working.
It is my weekend to work. I'll be here. I'll be there on Saturday.
Yeah. I won't.
Oh, he needs to talk to me.
So you'll talk to him on Saturday.
Wow, Amy Mills. Yes, Dan Digg. Amy Mills will be on here. So I'm kind of curious. And you know what? I don't know if I'll ask her because she might get mad at me.
Yes, Reed. It's been on for an hour and 14 minutes now. Yes, you missed it.
Yeah, 7 p.m. Central. He's in Texas, isn't he? That's Central Time.
He's in Arkansas. No, not Arkansas.
Arkansas is Central Time.
Why am I drawing a brain fart right now? Georgia? No, not Georgia.
Okay, I'll let you go. Ryan doesn't want to talk.
I get tired, guys. I need my beauty sleep.
It doesn't look like it's been helping. Your hair's been falling. It looks like your hair's falling out from that beauty sleep.
All right, guys. Before I yell at Steve, we'll see you next week. Take care. We are out of here.
Wait, hold on. There's a question. Wait, there's a question on. Did I get here even later than Reed? For Papa Jim's Grill and show. Yeah, you did.
You
We're
got
just
here,
about
then
ready.
yes, Reed beat you towards the end of the show. I mean, I even put it in Discord for you guys for this first time because it was we had our big show with Mr. Heath Riles that y'all missed.
Y'all missed with Heath Riles. So, guys, anybody. So, yes, next week is Amy Mills, and then followed by we got two great women of barbecue coming on. We got Amy Mills is going to be coming on next week.
What is
And then
going
the
on
week
with everybody? Woo, I made it. No, you're all at the end. This is the end of the show.
Are these your griddlers? Are these people from your
Yeah,
griddle?
like, griddle crew is late an hour.
I think you know what the funny
That's
part
even
is.
this is my new captain. Andy
And you know
Wilson.
what the funny part is too, Ryan? They were all late to sign up for the griddle battle too.
Andy was not. Andy was one of the ones.
Andy was in.
Yes, he was in.
Well, thank you, Andy, for actually signing up for the griddle
Store
battle.
the ugly sticks are going to attack you. Wow, Dan's okay.
Wow, Dan, the ugly sticks are going to attack you, right?
You're going to be busy tonight. Oh, well.
So you're ripping on the poor guy, and he told you he was going to be busy tonight. So anyway, after Amy Mills, we got Leslie making her appearance. Ryan, guess who's coming back to the show? I'd have to go find. I got to go back and look and see what episode she was originally on. But Leslie Rourke Scott from Ubons is coming back to the show.
I thought it was Ubons.
No, that was. She's been politely for years letting me pronounce it Ubons, and it's actually Ubons.
Yeah.
But she's going to make an appearance because her and I believe one of her sons, they were on Pitmasters as well. I think they're still. I have no idea. I can't. I wish Food Network. I don't have any Food Network shows. I rushed home. Thank you very little. Well, I'm glad you're here, Andy. Thank you very much for coming on the show. I know Ryan isn't appreciative of our guests as I am. I am all about our guests and providing excellent entertainment for all of you. So, but be here earlier next week at 7:00, and we got Amy Mills from 17th Street Barbecue. We are out of here because Ryan's getting upset, and I can see little tears welting up in the corner of his eyes, and he's we're down to 2 people.
Yeah. All right. Take care, guys. We'll see you
It's
later.
time to go. See you, everybody.
Bye.